It's taken a lot of years, but we figured it out. How to make green juice in a blender perfectly every single time. All right, there are 3 parts to making green juice in a blender and 3 keys to making green juice in a blender. Now, before I tell you the 3 parts and the 3 keys, I gotta take a step back and give some credit where credit's due. I learned this method from the master, you could say, the 3rd generation CEO of Vitamix, John Barnard. He's also the current chairman. He's a vegan. He's a super cool, smart guy. He owns a ton of patents on these Vitamix machines. He told me how to make green juice in a blender. Whole food juice, not cold press. All the nutrients, all the fiber in your juice. Side note, just read an article that doctors are now making sure that people know that juice is not good for you. And we're not talking about whole food juices that you can make in a blender that's basically eating a salad and eating fruit whole, but just the blender's doing all the work for you. We're talking about juice, orange juice, apple juice. It's basically just sugar. So today we're making green juice in a blender. Here we go. The 3 parts. Part 1 is fruit. You start with a lot because you want it sweet. You get it down to whatever you're comfortable with. No berries, but really anything else goes. Berries are going to get you kind of an icky color. So we're going to use banana, orange, apple. What else is great? We've used kiwi, pineapple, mango, citrus fruits. Apples are great too. Okay? Part 1, the fruit. A little bit of fruit. Okay? Part 2, the greens. This is what makes a green smoothie. You can use kale, spinach, collard greens, dandelion leaves. I think that's a thing now. Any green you want. The deeper the green, the better. Lots of greens. Okay? Part 3 is seeds. Add some seeds. These are full of nutrients. They're going to give it a little bit of texture and a little bit of a hint of flavor. Seeds. You can use chia, flax, hemp seeds, whatever you like. Seeds are part 3, okay? Recap. A little bit of fruit, a lot of greens, a little bit of seeds, okay? Great. Okay, now there are 3 keys to making perfect green juice in a blender. Key number 1 is water and ice, okay? So you start with water. You're going to pour water into the bottom of the container. That's going to help bring everything down. It's going to get you that juice consistency. So water at the bottom and then ice on the top. Ice is important. It's like water, but it's going to make it cool and it's going to give it a nice, delicious consistency when you drink it. Important note about the water and the ice. I forget what I was going to say. What was I going to say? Oh, the difference between green juice and a green smoothie. Excuse me. Stay hydrated, people. Green smoothies are typically more thick. They have a creamier consistency. The nutrients, the ingredients are generally the same, but with a green smoothie, you're going to use a frozen banana, frozen mango, even like frozen squash. That's going to give you sort of that thicker, creamier consistency, and maybe if you add a little more ice, green smoothie. Today we're making a green juice. The only frozen ingredient is ice, okay? So key 1, water, ice. Key number 2, put this in every single green juice you make. Lemon. Tons of nutrients, but it's going to give it kind of a refreshing flavor, kind of zesty. Is that a word? No, it's not zesty, but you want lemon in your green juice. I promise, a little slice. You can even add a little of the peel in the container while you blend. Lemon, that's key number 2. And key number 3 is ginger. Add a little bit of ginger to your green blended juice. It's going to give it an amazing flavor, a great aftertaste, and ginger is full of incredible vitamins and nutrients. It's a root. It's full of what you need. Ginger, that's key 3. So we talked about the 3 parts. Fruit, greens, seeds. We talked about the 3 keys. Water and ice, lemon and ginger. Now, one bonus tip to make a green blended juice, a blended green juice, fabulous, give it a kick. I like to add a little bit of jalapeno, just a teeny little bit, like a thumbnail worth. No seeds if you don't like it too spicy, a little bit of seeds from the jalapeno if you like it really spicy. That's gonna give the flavor of the green juice some complexity. You're gonna get the sweet from the fruit, you're gonna get the bitterness from the lemon and the sort of the whatever the heck the flavor is from the ginger. You're gonna get the greens, but then you're gonna get a little bit of a kick. That brings it all together to make a complex symphony of flavors, so wonderful. That bonus tip, make it a little spicy, okay? You guys, we've been making green juice every single morning for several months now. And I know it seems like just a short amount of time given how long we've been doing Life is No Yolk blending every day. But before that, we were doing protein shakes. Before that, we were doing some other stuff. Green juice, it's where it's at. It's delicious. Wakes you up in the morning. You don't feel the need for coffee. It keeps you satiated. All the nutrients. I mean, it's like eating a salad. Now, I want to say it's very important. This is a Vitamix. This is what we do. We sell Vitamix. We're affiliates. That's our job. We help people pick and use their Vitamix. But you don't need this fancy machine to make green juice in a blender. Take the blender that you have in your cupboard, an Oster, a Ninja, a NutriBullet, whatever you have, and make yourself some green juice. Yes, like it's gonna taste a little more like salad if you're not using a commercial grade machine like this. All the restaurants use these machines, and that's in the quick serve restaurants. That's why those drinks that you buy taste better. But it's okay. You don't need this. Use whatever you have and make yourself blended green juice. Okay? Okay. Green juice in a blender. Let's make one. Huh? Huh? What we doing? All right, so we got all the ingredients cut up, ready to go. A couple things I want to say before we start making this green juice in our blender. One, the jalapeno. You definitely don't have to use jalapeno if that's not in your flavor profile. If you don't like spicy, don't use it. We love it. Two, with the ice, we're not adding ice to thicken it. We're adding ice because when you make green juice in a blender, it doesn't matter what kind of blender you have, you need to process for several minutes, between 1 and 3 minutes to get everything the right consistency. So the ice actually keeps it cool because of any heat that's created because of the friction. And then the last thing is this recipe is a version of what's called I Am Spicy Hot. It's a green juice from our friend Tarshan from Blender Babes. We made a video with her, I think a little over a year ago. What do you think of juicing? You can check that out. That was a lot of fun to do, but this is kind of a version of that. And I think that's all I have to say because I'm really excited to make this green juice. I'm hungry and thirsty and ready to go. You ready? Ready. Okay. So we started by adding water. We put in about 12 ounces, 400 milliliters. I kind of eyeball it in the morning, about this much, okay? Water first. Then fruit. We're gonna do a whole orange. Plop it in. We're gonna do apple. We have a whole apple cut with the skin and everything. Cored. Banana, whole banana, fresh. So that's the fruit. Once again, if you wanna make this more like a smoothie consistency, add frozen banana, and with the fruit, add frozen mango. Cool. Okay. Part two, the greens. We're using kale, pack it high. That's what's sort of the beauty of these green juices. You're gonna make a full blend, like a huge full container of ingredients. This is kale, wonderful. It's about 2 or 3 cups, 2 handfuls. Hey, quick note on the kale. This is unprepared. We pulled this straight from a bag. I know, it's terrible. Okay, a quick note on the kale. We washed it, but we didn't take the thick, really dense stems off. Kind of depending on what blender you're using, you might want to consider removing these and just having the leaves. We're using our Vitamix. We know it's going to be able to handle these stems no problem, so we left them on. Lots of good nutrients in them. Why not? Okay, part 3, the seeds. We happen to have all 3 of these seeds, chia, hemp, and flax, but you do not need to use all 3. One is just fine. So we're gonna throw, let's say, flax and chia on top, okay? All 3 parts. Now, the key to a good green juice, guys, remember? Lemon, throw it in. Throw it all in.
What size you just put in?
Oh, I just put in, thank you. Should I throw it in? Now it's all dirty. This is, it's about a slice, so you get on like a beverage at a restaurant, okay? Slice with the peel. Wash the outside, keep the peel on. Lots of good stuff on there. Ginger, we already chopped it up, but this is a piece of ginger about the size of like my thumb, like the top of my thumb. Ginger, yum. That's key number 2. And then key number 3, we talked about the water we already put in at the bottom. And then ice. We're gonna put ice on the top. And the reason we put ice at the end is so it can push everything down into the blades. This way you don't need to do any extra work while you're processing, use a tamper, anything like that. Ice on top last. And bonus tip, guys, remember jalapeno. Make it spicy. It's delicious. And the like jalapenos, any kind of spicy peppers are really good for your immune system. So if you're not feeling well, definitely add something spicy. Bam. Okay. We're ready to go, full container. This juice will last 2 or 3 days in your fridge because unlike the stuff that you get in the grocery store, this is raw. It's unpasteurized. There are no additives or preservatives. So you're gonna wanna drink it within 2 or 3 days. It shouldn't be a problem. It's delicious. Okay, hang on one second. I gotta go around the other side of the camera and take a picture of this because everyone that follows us on Instagram loves pictures of full blends like this. So, one second. Ready? Okay, full container. We're gonna blend for between 1 and 2 minutes to get everything processed up, nice, a fine, homogeneous, juicy, delicious consistency, and then we're gonna pour it and drink it and sing a song because we're really excited. Okay. Oh, that's nice to see it through the top. It's beautiful. What's that? How's my hair? It smells good. It smells fresh. Done? 30 seconds. Really? Does it stay on here? All right. So it ran for a full 2 minutes. It felt like a lifetime, but that's the right amount of time to make green juice in a blender. A long time, 2 minutes. It's pretty cool. We started with a very full container. It got knocked down a little bit. What do we have? A delicious blended green juice. Guys, it's fabulous. Guys, this is how you make green juice in a blender. It doesn't matter what blender you have. Give it a try. play around with the amount of fruit, the amount of greens, the amount of seeds you have. Get a blend that's right for you, that tastes great. And hey, if you appreciate this video, if you liked, if you found any joy, if it was helpful for you in any way, please, 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 if you decide to upgrade or get a Vitamix, please use our links to Vitamix, use our promotion code so we get credit. You'll get free shipping. We'll send you a starter kit with a shopping list and an ebook and all sorts of good stuff to get you started with your Vitamix. It helps us immensely. It's how we pay our bills. It's our livelihood. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Questions, email us. We'll set up a phone call with you. Let's hang out. Make it not a one-way street. We love you guys. To blending, green juice, life is no yoke. Thank you, thank you, thank you for watching. Cheers. So key 1, water, ice. Key number 2, put this in every single green juice you make. Lemon.